Earlier in the week, the U.S. and Iran began indirect talks in Vienna to renew the Iranian nuclear agreement struck by President Obama in 2015, but ended in 2018 by President Trump. The development raises major concerns in Israel and the Middle East that it would accelerate Iran's road to nuclear weapons. The announcement came as 4 of the 5 powers who signed the 2015 nuclear deal met with Iranian officials in Vienna. Mediators arranged 2 working groups for the U.S. and Iran. One would discuss removing sanctions imposed by former President Trump, and the other would discuss Iran's enrichment of uranium. President Trump pulled out of the deal in May 2018, but President Biden made it one of his foreign policy priorities to re-enter the nuclear agreement.
We know these will be tough talks. We know there will be difficult discussions ahead, but again, this is a healthy step forward. It's a healthy step forward because it allows us to move forward with what we see is as the only path to achieve what President Biden and as a candidate Biden laid out, and that is a mutual return to compliance.
Since Biden became president, Iran began enriching uranium to one step below weapons-grade uranium. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu warned about re-entering the agreement.
We must not go back to the dangerous nuclear deal with Iran, because a nuclear Iran is an existential threat to the state of Israel and a great threat to the security of the entire world.
Others warn it gives in to Iran's demands.
The most expedient way to get a crisis with Iran over is to pay Iran's extortion racket. It's essentially a policy of appeasement, which allows you to at least get the crisis off the front burner, kick the can down the road until such time as Iran starts asking for more money or begins to escalate again.
For weeks, Iran and the U.S. have been at a stalemate. The U.S. said it wants Iran to reduce uranium enrichment before lifting sanctions, while Iran demanded the U.S. lift all sanctions before reducing enrichment.